Hello, this is Mark Cole with CrossFit Ammo, member in the Spotlight. This week we are on location. We are on location with Dr. Pennie, longtime member at Ammo. Pennie, tell us about yourself.
I am originally from Houston, and I went to high school, Pearland High School.
All right.
And college at UT Austin. Dental school in San
If
Antonio.
if anybody knows Pennie at the gym, you already know that.
Yes,
UT
I
fan.
love UT.
That's right.
And dental school in San Antonio, and lived in Florida for a year, and moved back here, and I lived on the border for about 5 years, and then we moved to Allen, and we're here forever.
All right. You like Allen?
I love Allen, especially I just love how it's big, family oriented. I'm just happy here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. So, Pennie, tell us about athletic background, growing up, college. What'd you do? Just kind of roll it all into one. What'd you do for exercise before you started CrossFit? Just what's your background?
So, in high school, I did cheer and dance team. In college, I was really good at eating. I did really well at eating.
It's easy to do in Austin.
Yeah, I blew up. There was no exercise in college. And then when I got to dental school, I met a bunch of healthy people, and I started running. And then from running, I did Pilates, I did all kinds of stuff, and I met my coach, his name's Mark Harris, at Pilates, and he said, start CrossFit.
Awesome.
And so I started CrossFit when I lived in McAllen, and I was at a box there, and then I moved here, and I was in an awesome box in McKinney for about 3 months, and then when I moved to Allen, a hygienist who is Aaron's aunt, said, hey, go over, meet Aaron, and been with the Ammo ever since. So really no athletic background.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you remember when that was? How long have you been in Ammo now?
I think I've been there about 3 years. I started when we were like the small box.
Yeah.
And my very first day, Dave Malicote and Matt Page were there with me.
Okay.
We all kind of came over together, and I loved it when it was small, but I even love it more now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what? So running background. You still run though?
I do.
Right?
I still run. I don't run except for when I do races.
Right. You don't train for running.
I don't train for
just to do
runs.
running.
Ammo trains me.
Yeah.
Now, I did a full marathon last October, and I had to train for that, and I'm never going to do one again.
How did you train for it? Did you do like CrossFit and running?
I did both. I had a good friend who kind of told me to keep doing both because she's done a lot of marathons, and so I kept doing both, and I really think it was Ammo that got me really to finish because
Sure.
CrossFit gives you that mental capability to push through things that are hard, and so I think that's why I finished.
Yeah, I totally agree. What so you started your own business also at the same time that or same year that you ran the marathon?
I did.
That's crazy. You had a lot going on, and 2 kids.
And 3 dogs, and a cat, and a husband.
And moved. You
moved. Yes.
Had a busy year.
Been really busy, and I really have no regrets though. I keep going to Ammo. It's what keeps me sane, and it's what's helped me the entire process.
Yeah. So do you like? What's your daily kind of routine as far as like? You don't go every single day like at 5 o'clock? Sometimes you make 4:30. You kind of just fit it to however.
I used to be a 5 a.m.er when I was commuting every day. And so now that I'm local, it's a little bit easier for me to kind of go at different times. And so some days I'll go 5 a.m., 6 a.m. I don't think I've been to 5 a.m. in a while. So I'm not going to claim that. And then I do a lot of 4:30s and 5:30s. I'm always at rowing. I hate rowing, but I know the more I do it, the better I'm going to get.
Sure.
And Thursdays are my favorite days because I love the cardio and the weights. If I have to miss every day, I will be there Thursday. It's my favorite day. Yes.
That's awesome. So since you started CrossFit, you were a runner before, now you're CrossFit. What are some changes or what are some things that you've noticed physically, mentally? I mean, you touched on a little bit mental toughness earlier, but
mental toughness for sure. I would definitely say endurance. I love it. I love going in thinking I can't do something, and then the coaches push me and I do it.
Did you work out today, by the way?
I didn't work out today. I'm not going to work out today because, speaking of busyness, I'm also my daughter's cheer coach or assistant cheer coach. Right. So Wednesdays I can't make it to the gym.
Awesome. Yeah. Today we were joking this morning about how once you get into the CrossFit mode, you're like, a 20-minute workout, that's so long. But
so
if you're not a
long.
CrossFitter, it's no time at all. A
Exactly.
20-minute workout. It's too long of a workout.
It's a very long workout.
Yeah, it's a good one though. So, what was it like when you first started CrossFit? I mean, you've had experience at other gyms. Like, were you nervous? Were you kind of anxious? Were you excited?
I was all the above. The gym I started at did not have a foundations course.
So you just jumped right in.
I jumped right in, and it was 150 wall balls.
Ooh.
And if anyone knows me at Ammo knows my least favorite move is wall balls, and I contributed to my very first day. I was a runner before, but I could not walk for about a week after the wall balls, and I still hate wall balls. Like, if I see wall balls or double unders, I try to run. I try not to show up. Yeah.
Cherry pick.
Yes, I do.
What are some things? So now you've been doing CrossFit at Ammo for 3 years. The other gyms, total of what, 4 or 5 years? 4 years?
I think I've been. Actually, it'll be 5 years because I started whenever I had my daughter, and she's almost 5.
So 5 years. After 5 years, what are some things that you would still say you get excited about? Like, what are some of your favorite movements? What are some of your favorite workouts?
So my favorite movements for sure, cardio. Obviously, I love the running ones. Yesterday was my favorite kind of workout for sure. I really love cleans. I know that's weird. I love overhead squats. I love deadlifts. I really love a lot of the Olympic movements. That's probably, and I'll tell you, I used to not, but I feel like I'm getting better at them and I'm getting stronger, so it makes it more fun. I still can't do a pull-up, but it's my fault because I don't go practice. But the Olympic moves are my favorite stuff for sure.
What are some things that, I mean, you already kind of touched on a little bit, like, what are some things that make you a little nervous when you see it on the workout tomorrow and you're like, oh, man?
Well, I will tell you, I'm scared to death to do heavy stuff above my head. So, like, overhead squats, clean and jerks, anything that's overhead, it makes me nervous, but it makes me want to do it more.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. I used to not feel that way. I used to.
Now you see it as a challenge.
I see it as a challenge. That's right.
Yep. What are some? Are you working on anything right now, like some goals or?
Well, I'm doing the Masters competition. Ben is my my partner.
All right.
Go Ammo Mavericks! Heck yeah, that's our name. I love all the wads in that. I've never done 115-pound clean, so hopefully my adrenaline will kick in. So.
Oh yeah, game time.
Game time. When I'm there, that's what I'm praying for. But what I practice whenever I have dead time are my cleans because I want to try to get to that 115. I'm at 105 right now, but we'll see. But he's going to keep pushing us forward because he's awesome. Yeah,
Ben's an athlete. I worked with him this morning. So what do the kids think about mommy doing CrossFit?
The kids love it. My son wants to do CrossFit.
Did he do the kids?
He did. He's really excited to be with the older kids next year because he'll be 8. He wants to like try the stuff. He loves it. Claire loves it. Claire's not as excited as Cade, but Cade, I think he'll be a teen that's at Ammo for sure. Yeah. My husband has 0 interest. His hobby is whiskey drinking. And that's what he does to stay in shape too. That's right.
6-ounce curls.
That's right. He's good at that.
That's awesome. Well, if you had to introduce, I mean, I'm sure people, in your office and just friends and whatnot, they may be asking you like, what's CrossFit Ammo like? By now, most people have heard of CrossFit. But in Pennie's own words, how would you describe, one question, how would you describe what CrossFit is? But then 2, how would you describe what Ammo's like and why people would need to come there?
Main thing with CrossFit is I feel it's extremely addictive. I feel like once you start challenging yourself and seeing things that you never knew you could do, you're going to want to go. And I think it's not just physical endurance, it's mental endurance, and it completely changes you, the way you think about things, the way you approach things, makes you realize you can do things you never dreamed of doing. And the reason I chose Ammo is because of the community. Like, you can ask anybody that I talk about it. Those are where my friends are. The reason we chose to stay in Allen is 2 reasons. It's CrossFit and my church. So it's kind of awesome that I put it up there with my church, but that's why I'm here. And my best friends go to Ammo. Yeah. My Allen best friends.
And you met most of them.
I met them there. Yeah, I mean,
didn't know them before.
I have that. That's who I hang out with every weekend. That's who I go on trips with. Those are my peeps. And I just never would go anywhere else, honestly.
So that essentially kind of describes how you would describe CrossFit Ammo as a gym, and also as it's just place where you meet friends.
Yeah, it's a community, and I know that's kind of, everyone gets sick of hearing that, but I think once people start going to ammo, for instance, my assistant Brittany, she started, and I don't think she'll ever quit. I mean, you just meet people, and especially if you're new to the area and you want friends, go to ammo. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're excited to hear you've done. Well, one more last question. You've done the Open the last couple of years.
I have.
This is not your first competition.
It's my first.
Oh, it is your first.
It is my first. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Woo!
Excited.
Yes. With the old people, the masters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Masters are the new something.
We're the new 20s. Yeah, of course. Yes.
It's always cool to see people who are working. They got families, they got responsibilities, yet they still like to get out there and have fun and compete. You know, not to win and get the trophy or whatever, but just compete, just because it's fun.
That's right.
Challenge yourself and grow. So, it's fun to see what Pennie does and Ben does in the competition coming up. And appreciate having you around.
Thank you.
All right, this is Dr. Pennie at her office for CrossFit Ammo Member in the Spotlight. I'm going to ask you about something I know we can't. I forgot.
What?
I'm going to ask you something like, so let's be honest, like, do you and we kick back with a little bit of a candy dice sometimes?